Let's Get Real podcast. I'm Maria Santana, and we'll be talking about obedience. And this is my daughter,
Hi
Blue
guys.
Royal.
Hi guys. So we're gonna be having a conversation today, basically about it can be kids, it can be adults too, because I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of adults, like older people, that really wish they had given like a listening ear to their parents. So basically, my mom and I are gonna be having a conversation about that today. So this is our very first episode, and I am very excited. We're gonna be posting once a week, and we're gonna be talking about different topics, everything that has to do with life, basically. So anything that you want us to talk about, drop it in the comments and let us know. We'd really appreciate that. Also, guys, I just want to make a disclaimer. Everything that we're saying is basically our opinion.
We're talking about, I think if a lot of girls, females mostly, if they had listened, they would be here today. They wouldn't be so traumatized, and a lot of things would be going better for them. And this is our opinion. I have noticed a lot of females have been traumatized, lost, sleeping on themselves, have a low self-esteem, even self-hate.
Yeah.
And it's really a mind-boggling situation. And I have talked to my daughter about this for years growing up, try to correct her. And I notice a lot of females don't like when you correct them. And it's really sad. They really don't like when you correct them. When you correct them about obedience, because if you listen, remember the Bible said, children, obey your parents in the Lord, because this is right. Honor thy mother and thy father, that your days may be long upon the land. And I think if most of us who have good parents, because not all mothers are good mothers,
Yeah,
and we're going to be talking about good mothers in a different podcast.
Yeah.
But I am now talking about not all mothers are good mothers.
Right.
And so if you have a good mother, parent, or guardian, I think you should listen to them.
That's true.
Because I talk to my daughter a lot about listening to me and anybody else who, would willing to play a parental role in your life.
People mean good in your life.
People that mean you good,
Yeah.
I think you should listen to them.
Yeah.
It's really sad that our today women are not listening to us as mothers and as guardians, and so it's really eating me out inside to see how disobedient you guys can be, and even lying for your own good. Because when you lie for somebody, people like when you lie for them, because that's a sign of manipulating.
True.
And if they got to manipulate you, then there comes the abuse and the hurting.
When you're lying for them too, it's like they're like, okay, you're cool what I'm doing, so we can continue.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So even when you lie for them, when you think it's good for you, it's really bad for you. I think if you are in a situation where you have to be lying for your husband or your boyfriend, I think you need to get out.
That's
You need
true.
to get out of the relationship.
And guys, what she mean when she said that if you have to be lying for them, it means if this person is manipulating you or abusing you in any way at all, and you have to constantly be sugarcoating it in front of people or pretending that the relationship is okay when it's not. So that's what she means.
It's really sad, and it hurt me deep inside to see how many females be lying for their partners, friends,
It's an
and
everyday
family.
thing.
It's an everyday thing.
Yeah.
It's an everyday thing. And people who are close to me, who know me, and I'm not talking about family members now, I'm talking about associates and friends who
Right.
hear me speak.
Right.
They really appreciate when I tell them to listen to their guardians and their parents, because
Yeah.
if any of you listen today, a lot of us would be better off, and most of these females would be alive.
I was just gonna say that.
Most of
Alive.
these females will be alive. And today, the world that we are living in, where we're getting men to ask us to lie for them, that is a big red flag.
Yeah.
Don't lie for your husband, and don't lie for your boyfriend
If
or
it's a
your
dirty man,
fiancé.
it's just a dirty man.
If he's not a good person, he's just not a good person.
True.
And when you will be like, how do I know if he's a good person?
The
Excuse
fact
me?
that you ask
The
yourself that.
fact that you're easy, you have to be lying for him.
No, but the fact that you even ask yourself, is my partner a good person?
Person.
That's a red flag.
That's
in
a red
itself.
flag. That's
Like,
a red
you shouldn't
flag
have to
in
question
itself.
it.
You shouldn't have to be questioning
Yeah.
yourself whether it's okay. Well, is this right for me to lie for David? Because
Yeah.
he hit me last night and nobody knew about it, and he asked me to say, okay, well, if I lied to my mom, then it would look good on
Yeah.
my red flag. That is encouraging abuse,
True.
supporting abuse at its highest level.
True.
Females need to stop lying for their partners.
Keyword. Stop lying
Lying
for
for-
the dirty man then.
Okay. Females need to stop lying for your partners.
True.
I know what I'm saying. I have the experience, and by the grace of God, under the mercy of God, I am still here.
Yeah.
And the reason why I can tell you, I'm going to tell you a secret, because I did it. I did it. And it wasn't good. Don't lie for anybody at all. It is wrong on every level. If it's a pastor, if it's a friend, if it's a family member, whatever they're doing for you, don't lie for them. I see, everywhere I look today, on social media, everywhere in my surrounding, in my family members, everywhere, women are lying for men. Females, it is wrong. It can cost your life. Stop lying for your partners. Stop lying for your close associate in terms of, say you're hurting in a household and somebody in a household is hurting you. Tell somebody. Talk to somebody about it.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Don't lie for them, because this spell one way, danger.
Yep.
Every time you lie for somebody, you're now a little bit more under their feet,
Yeah.
under their control.
Yeah. That's what the narcissists them love.
That's what narcissists love.
Yeah.
And speaking of narcissists, we'll be having a different topic on narcissists.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a spicy and a dangerous one.
Yeah.
I think if we all listen, because listen, you know what, I always tell my daughter that listening is a big word to who is listening, and it's a small word
To who is
to
not
who
listening.
is not listening.
Yeah.
And I think my daughter should add to that.
Yeah, yeah, that is so true. That is so true. I know that it is easy for us, especially people that are my age, because I'm 25, and I know that it is easy to get carried away with the outside world. I know that it is easy to lose yourself, because everything is out there. Lust, everything, temptation, everything is out there. It is so easy. Bad influence, peer pressure, everything. The media, especially people nowadays, them love to fake them life. Like, you don't even know what's real anymore. It is so easy to get caught up in all of that. But I don't want anybody to lose themselves. Do not lose yourself. Do not lose yourself in men. Don't lose yourself in friends. Don't lose yourself in family. Always be grounded. Always be rooted. If a person comes around and they try to dim your light in any way and try to turn you into something that you are not, get rid of them. You're probably like, Blue, how may I get rid of X-Man or so and so? Get rid of them. Cut them off. Remember, if you tell me say it's not as easy as I make it seem, babes, anything a person wants to do, them are going to do it. Get rid of them. Most of these men that were head over heels for and sacrifice your entire life and with adult years for, they're not worth it. Now, I'm not speaking about all men, because we don't want you to misunderstand and feel like, oh, them don't love man. We do, but we just not gonna make them destroy.
And because we're talking about listening and listening to parents, it doesn't mean that okay, our life is perfect. It's not. That's why we can talk to you about
because
it.
we've all made mistakes.
Because we all made mistakes, and
Yeah.
we all do the same thing by not listening. So I had to pay the price for being disobedient. I was never a person that used to listen. I never liked to listen. I was always telling myself that I know, and my mom was wrong and I was right.
That's true.
And
A lot of us are guilty of that.
right,
Yeah.
I can't explain how it's the mercy of God that kept me and made me here right now to be a mother to my child. Because I was so disobedient.
True.
And I think I should emphasize on the word disobedient, because I was one of the most disobedient person that it cost me a lot. I paid dearly to be disobedient. I almost lost my life being disobedient.
That's a podcast and a video, so make sure you subscribe.
I paid dearly to be disobedient. Sometimes when I'm talking to my daughter about how disobedient I was, I cry. Because I saw in myself, and I know if I wasn't that disobedient, wow, I words cannot explain how far I would be mentally and physically. It's wow, it's a lot. Believe me, it's a lot. These are things that I'll be talking about in future podcasts. But I'm telling you now, disobedient is a death penalty.
It is.
When you're disobedient,
it is so important to listen.
Wow, I can't find words.
When you say you could lose your life, I'm like, wow, because it's happening now. Females, males are being so stubborn, and because of the stubbornness, they're literally losing their lives. So,
because parents try, they try.
That's why when people say stuff about, oh, it's the home them when them grow up in and this and that, like, these parents are really trying.
A lot of parents try. I know I try.
Bring up them picnic feed, do foolishness and lose them life. They're trying. But at the end of the day, you can't control what a person does when they're an adult, because they're an adult. You understand?
True.
So, But these are things that we're going to be talking about, guys. So make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, because it's about to be real juicy. We're going to talk about everything and anything under the sun.
And we're talking about real stuff. We're talking
stuff.
about real life stories, shit that hit the fan real hard.
Yeah.
And I am talking about things that hit the core, things that brought tears to your eyes, that make you want to change, things that make you gonna change and have to change. It's really hard. It's not gonna be easy changing. It's not gonna be easy.
It's not gonna be an overnight thing,
right? And it's not gonna be easy to unlearn all the things that your brain is packed with. And now that you know the right thing, you're gonna have to actually detox your brain to be a different person.
It's like a rebirth.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like a rebirth.
Yeah.
Then you have to get up and be like, oh my God.
Say, foolishness, man, though.
I was a fool all these years.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna find yourself. And finding yourself can be so
powerful. Wow.
Finding yourself can be so peaceful.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
It is.
I find myself and I can't stop crying.
Oh my God. Tell you this, when I open, you feel
I
like you've been
find
blind.
myself and I can't stop crying.
Yeah.
Because knowing that I was blind and now I can see, oh my God, it's like I have more than two eyes.
How would you have their hand over me eye? Should I say it be like
who had their hands over my eyes?
I feel like your eyes were duct tape.
Yeah, and it's like somebody was leading me all this time, like I was blind.
Yeah.
Because I was disobedient. See? The power of obedience. You can save lives. Your life, your friend life, your mom life. Because remember, when you're being disobedient, oh my God, you don't know what you're bringing to your household.
Curse!
Death and destruction follows.
Yeah.
Death and destruction follows.
For real.
Because remember, you might be, then if me not hear it or affect, yes, it will. Because what you take from outside and bring to your home, words cannot say. Words can't say what you take from outside and bring into your home. Because I always tell my daughter, sweetheart, remember, whatever you do and whenever you mess up, remember it's going to affect me too. And she'd be like, Mom, what do you mean? How it's going to affect me? I said, yes, sweetheart, it's going to affect me because I'm going to have to walk behind you, pick up the pieces and fix you back. And fix back what you have broken. And it's not easy. I will tell everybody today, please listen. Think about what you're doing. It's not worth it to give all of your power and your might and your strength to somebody else. Because when you have somebody manipulating you and asking you to do all of this and that for them, that's what they're doing. You're giving power to them.
True.
You're giving your life to them. You're really like, okay, this is my life, take it.
Take everything on my arm. And then people are so ungrateful. Not everybody, but most people are ungrateful. When you do that and you spend your entire life basically fixing them and building them, they're not gonna appreciate it. They're gonna tell us, oh, they tell you so to stop your life, help me. And I'm pretty sure enough of we know about that.
A lot of us.
Yeah, a lot of us know about that.
A lot of us know about
queens
that.
and kings, focus on yourself. Yeah.
Be obedient.
Yeah.
Stop letting people asking you to lie for them. I've cried with a lot of mothers on social media. I have cried with a lot of mothers on social media who came out here and cry about their children, saying if their children listen to them, you and I know what would happen. They would be here now. You and I know, boys and girls, if you were listening to your parents, a lot of you would be here right now. It's not worth it. It's the truth. And you're wondering, what the hell is this lady talking about? I can't listen to my mother. She's an idiot. My mother couldn't read. So I'm just telling you something. It doesn't mean if your mom is not book smart, doesn't mean she doesn't know what she's talking about. Yeah. Because when my mother talks to me, you see, if I had listened to her ounce of what she's saying, I'd be a million times better off. Trust me. Remember, I just said she couldn't read. What doesn't stop her from seeing things from a 50-mile radar.
She has a motherly instinct.
Because your motherly instinct, when it kicks in, it covers everything.
That's why it's so confusing. Sometimes it's confusing to them when your mother say, no, so I don't like him or I don't like her. Motherly instinct.
It kicks right in, and it shows you that, okay, why my mother don't like David? Because sweetheart, I can see what you can't see.
That's true.
I can see what you can't see, and I can hear what you can't hear. And now you're thinking with whatever part of you. But I'm thinking with a motherly instinct.
Yeah.
I'm seeing David or Dennis for who they really are. Stop lying to your parents about who you're dating. Stop covering for men. That's what we are saying. Females. Stop covering for men. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Every time they do something, we say, but remember, don't tell your mother because your mother hate me. That's not good. That's not a good sign. I hope everyone is listening, and I hope you enjoy this podcast, and there will be lots more coming your way.
A lot more,
a
guys.
lot more real talk, real things.
Yeah, because we're gonna get real.
Real life
we're getting
experience.
the nitty gritty, and we're not sugarcoat nothing.
Nothing is not gonna be sugarcoated.
So make sure to subscribe, hit that bell down below. Let's meet up in the comments. Let's chat. Yeah, because it's about to get real. You hear me? Let's get real. We're not sugarcoat nothing. You're hearing it from a mom's perspective, a mother's, a real mother. I put the real part is a real mother perspective. And of course, I'm gonna be here as an adolescent to chime in and give my opinion. You know.
And I hope to save even one life, and I hope even one person is listening, because if one person is listening, 12 person will be listening.
Yeah.